Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all to the fourth lecture of your General English Language course. So in today's lecture, we'll be doing some grammar, some vocabulary, and some reading. And this is all taken from chapter 3 as well. So, the elements of the lecture. So today we'll talk about three things. Number one, we'll explain the grammatical rule for do, which consists of three characters: do, did, and done. Also, we'll be talking about prepositions, specifically about the preposition at, on, and in. And the third thing that we'll be talking about today is about vocabulary reviewing. So, let's move to the grammatical rule for do. Now, do has how many characters? It has what? 4 characters. It's usually 3 because do sometimes it's basically do itself, so what's left is these 3 characters. So, شخصية الدو لها عادة كم شخصية؟ هذه الشخصيات الموجودة. فعندنا do, does, did, done و doing. إذا كنتم تذكرون يا أخواني يا أخوات، ذكرنا بأن جميع الجمل في اللغة الإنجليزية تعتبر جمل فعليات. كل فعل لابد أن تحتوي على فعل. طيب، sometimes you might wonder، بعض الأحيان تتساءلون إن طيب متى أستخدم is أو are أو am، ومتى أستخدم do أو does أو did أو doing إلى آخره. نستخدم شخصيات البي اللي هي الإز والآر والآم لما تكون الجملة وصفية، بمعنى أن لا توجد فيها حركة، لا يوجد فيها action. فمثلا لما أقول أحمد is tall. Okay, when I say أحمد is tall, is there any action here? No, there isn't, right? أنا جالس أصف. فلما أقول أحمد طويل، هذه جملة وصفية لا يوجد فيها أي حركة. فلما أستخدم جملة وصفية أستخدم أحد شخصيات البي. لكن لما تكون الجملة فيها حركة أستخدم do. فمثلا أقول أحمد does his homework every day. أن أحمد يشتغل على واجبه كل يوم. does شنو ايش معنى does؟ يعني يشتغل، يتحرك، يحل، يمسك القلم، يفتح الكتاب، يحل واجب، ففيها حركة. لاحظوا بأن أحمد does his homework is different than أحمد is smart or أحمد is tall, right? أحمد is tall وصفية لا تتضمن أي حركة، لكن أحمد does his homework الجملة فيها حركة، حل الواجب يتضمن حركة، لكن أحمد طويل لا توجد أي حركة. أوكي؟ فهذا هو الفرق اللي حبيت أني أوضحه لكم. طيب. Now, these characters of do, they are used sometimes as helping verbs in order to form questions, negative, or used as sometimes as main verbs. So, when do we use do and when do we use does, did, done, or doing? We use do, okay, when the sentence is in the present and the subject is plural or you. فمثلا نستخدم الدو لما يكون موضوع الجملة جمع أو موضوع الجملة يكون you. فمثلا أو I عفوا I أو you. فمثلا لما أقول I am a student، لما أبغى أنفي الجملة شو أقول؟ أقول I do not like to work as a student. Okay. كذلك we. For example, we say for example, we do our homework and so on and so forth. راح نشرح الأمثلة في التالي بالأسفل، لكن الآن خلينا فقط نتعرف على السبجكت أو مواضيع الجمل التي تأتي معها كل شخصية من شخصيات الدو. فإذا دو تأتي لما تكون الجملة مفردة وموضوع الجملة إما I أو you أو يكون جمع، بغض النظر أنه يكون مثلا students أو ضمير يكون we, they إلى آخره. طيب, when do we use does? We use does when the sentence is also present، يعني تكون الجملة في المضارع، ولكن موضوع الجملة it has to be what? Singular، يكون مفرد أو يبدأ ب he, she أو it. Okay? مثلا كيف إن singular subject معنى أن أحمد، ليلى، صالح إلى آخره يعتبر، أو the student يعتبر مفرد. فلما يكون موضوع الجملة مفرد والجملة في المضارع نستخدم does. Okay, when do we use did? We use did with the plural or singular subjects. However, the sentence must be in the past. نستخدم did مع لما تكون الجملة في الزمن الماضي، بغض النظر عن كون موضوع الجملة مفرد أو جمع. طيب، متى نستخدم done؟ نستخدم done بعد has, have أو had. فبعد أي شخصية من شخصيات الهاف نستخدم done. Okay, when do we use doing? We use doing after is, are, was, or were. So after any character of the form of the verb be, we use doing. Okay, we use doing. So let's look at the examples here. We do the homework every week. Why? Because we is a plural subject here, as you could see. With plural subjects or with we use do. Number two, she does the homework every week. So we use does. Why? Because he or she is considered to be a singular subject. So she does the homework every day. Number three, the students did the homework last week. Now, why did we use did? Because the sentence is in the past. الجملة هنا في الماضي. فلما تكون الجملة في الماضي بغض النظر عن كون موضوع الجملة اللي هنا مفرد أو جامع تكون لابد شخصية الدو تكون did لما تكون الجملة في الماضي. Last week ماضي في الأسبوع السابق معناه. طيب, number four, they are doing the homework now at the moment. So here, for example, قلنا بأننا نستخدم doing مع شنو؟ لما تسبق شخصية الدو بأحد شخصيات البي. So here, they are doing the homework right now. لما يكون مضارع. They are doing the homework right now. فإذا أي شخصية من شخصيات البي بغض النظر كونها في الحاضر is, are أو am أو في الماضي was or were. التي يأتي شخصية الدو التي تأتي بعدها تكون doing. So they are doing the homework now. Or we could say they were doing the homework. Or he was doing the homework. Okay? It doesn't matter. Number five. Selma has done the homework. So why did we use done here? Because as we said here, we use done when the do is preceded by have or has or had. Okay? So Selma has done or Selma had done. Okay? Or they had done the homework and so on and so forth. Okay? So now let's try to apply what we have learned so far here. So number one, Sultan blank his best to get full mark in the last homework. Now the last homework is what? Is in the past, right? Last homework. So should we say does or do or done or do it? We say did. Why? Because it's in the past. Number two, Fatin has blank the homework perfectly. So after has here, what should we use? We use done. So we say Fatin has done the homework perfectly. Number three, you will blank me favor if you tell me the answer. If you remember, we said that after will, the verb must be in its basic form. في المحاضرة السابقة يا إخوان وأخوات في المحاضرة الثالثة قلنا بأن بعد will أو أي شخصيات الموديل will, must أو should الفعل التي يأتي بعدهم لابد يكون في الصورة الأساسية. والصورة الأساسية من do هي شنو؟ هي الدو نفسها. So we say, you will do me a favor if you tell me the answer. Number four, he always blank the right thing. He always what? Does. Why? Because he is a singular. Number five, the students are the exercise now. The students are what? Doing. Why? Because we said if do is preceded by any character of the form of the verb be, then the character of do will be doing. Number six, the homework yesterday, it is in the past. So what should we say? We say, did you do the homework yesterday? Did you do the homework yesterday? Okay, so far so good. Now let's move to prepositions. So we'll talk about three prepositions in this lecture. The first preposition is at, and it's used before time, clock, and before night. So I could say, for example, I am here at 7 o'clock. I will be there at 8 o'clock, and so on and so forth. Okay? So with any hour, we use at. Okay? So at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, and so on and so forth. Also before the word night. So we say, I'll be here at night. Okay? Now on. On is used before days. So for example, I could say, I will be here on Saturday, or on Monday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday. So with all days, we say on. N. When do you use N? We use N before years. So, for example, I say, I started teaching this course in 2016, or in 1992, or in 1990, or in 2000. So, with all years, we use N. Also, we use N before months. So, I could say, for example, we start studying in September, in November, in October, in May, in June, in July, in February, in August, in October, in March, in April, in May, and so on and so forth. Okay? So with the months, we use N. مع الأشهر نستخدم N. طيب, with morning also. مثلا, we say, I woke up in the morning. Okay? With the word morning, we say N. Also with evening. For example, I could say, I have plans in the evening. عندي خطط هذا المساء. So N is used before the word evening. Also, it's used with seasons. Seasons هي المواسم الأربعة للسنة. So we have summer, spring, fall, and winter. Okay. So for example, I could say we start studying in in spring, or I could say we will study in winter في الشتاء. Or we will study in summer في الصيف. Or we will study in fall or autumn معناها في الخريف. Okay? So with seasons we use N. Okay? So here is a summary of all what we have said. فهذا هنا ملخص للي قلناه. So here we use N before what? Before months. So we say in June. Also before years, in 2000, or before decades. So in the 90s, for example, the 1990s. Decades معناها العقود. العقد هو 10 سنوات. مثلا نقول in the 90s يعني في حقبة التسعينات, or in the 2000s. Okay? كذلك نستخدم ال N مع centuries. مع شنو؟ مع centuries. معناها بمعنى for example, in the 19th century. في القرون, مع القرون. In the 19th, in the 18th, in the 15th century. Okay? كذلك نستخدمها مع الحقب الزمنية. Okay? For example, we say in the Pleistocene era, okay? Or in the Aflatonian era, okay? Or in the Shakespearean era, يعني في حقبة شكسبير أو في حقبة إلى آخره. فمع الحقب نستخدم N, okay? كذلك with expressions, مع التعابير. مثلا, we say I will be here in a second. راح أكون هنا متوفر في خلال دقيقة. So we say in a second خلال ثانية, or in a minute خلال دقيقة, or in a while يعني بعد فترة, أو in the morning, or in the evening, or in time, or in the beginning, okay? And so on and so forth. طيب. Now we use on, okay? We use on with days. For example, on March, on the 1st of March. لاحظوا هنا الأون هنا تعود على اليوم الأول. معناها هنا الواحد من شهر مارس. Okay? So لما يكون عندك شهر ويكون عندك رقم جنبه بمعنى يوم, فإذا لابد نستخدم on. مع أن احنا ذكرنا أن مع أشهر نستخدم N, صح؟ لما يكون الشهر لوحده, مثلا لما يقول in September or in March, لكن لما يكتب in March يكتب March وجنبه رقم, فإذا لابد نستخدم on. Okay? فإذا تقرأ هذه on the 1st of March. On the 1st of March يعني في اليوم الأول من شهر مارس. كذلك مع الأيام قلنا. So we say on Tuesday. Okay? Also we say on the dot. Means on exactly on time. هذا يعني يعتبر أحد التعابير نفس الإكسبريشنز. لما مثلا الشخص يقول I will be in a minute. Okay? طيب. Or we could say on time. I could say I will be here on time. أنا راح أكون متواجد فيه على الوقت. So with time, with the word time, we say on. Also, with the expression مع التعبير dot, the dot, we say on the dot. كذلك مع الأيام وأيام الأسبوع. طيب, متى نستخدم at? قلنا نستخدم at مع الساعات. Okay, so example, say at what? At 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. and so on and so forth. Okay? Or we say with the time of the day. فمثلا لما أقول at noon, I will be here at noon. يعني راح أكون أنا متواجد في المساء. أو at midnight يعني في منتصف الليل. Okay? فمع الأوقات لليوم نفسه. Okay? فمساء أو في منتصف الليل نستخدم معها at. كذلك نستخدم at قلنا مع الساعات. So at 3 a.m., at 3 p.m., and so on and so forth. Also, we use at with some expressions, such as, for example, we say at the end of the week, or at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, or at the end of the year. Okay? Or we say at the beginning of the day, or at the beginning of the week, or at the beginning of the month. So basically what you منكم يا اخوان هذه يعني لها علاقة بالحفظ، بأن مع مثلا الاكسبريشن مع التعبير the end of the week ما نختار in، لا نختار at the end of the week. Okay? And so on and so forth. So, now let's try to apply what we have learned so far. So, here what we're asked to do is to choose the correct preposition. So here, he goes to work 7 o'clock. إيش الإجابة الصحيحة؟ الإجابة الصحيحة هي at. ليش؟ لأن 7 o'clock تعتبر ساعة، ومع الساعة قلنا نستخدم at. Okay, number 2. She was born October. So October is a month. يعتبر شهر. مع الأشهر قلنا نستخدم in. So she was born in October. لو كان هنا January و February أو March أو April ما يفرق، نفسه. بما أنه شهر نستخدم in. Number 3. The weather is hot. Should we say in summer or on summer or at summer? Well, the correct answer is in. لماذا؟ لأنه لو رجعنا بتشوفون بأن مع المواسم نستخدم in. وهنا summer الصيف يعتبر موسم. لو كان هنا مثلا the weather is hot in spring في الربيع نفس الشيء نختار in. لو كان in winter كذلك نستخدم in. لو كان in fall نستخدم in. Number 4. Students don't go to the university blank Friday. Should we say on, over, at, or in? Now Friday is what? A name of a day. يعتبر أحد الأيام الأسبوع. مع أيام الأسبوع قلنا نختار on. So students don't go to the university on Friday. Okay? Now, the last thing that we will be talking about in today's lecture is about some vocabulary previewing. So here we have a word, and next to each word we have the definition. So the word garage, what does garage mean? It means a place to park your car. Garage is the place where you put your car. Number 2, customer. Customer is a person who buy. So customers are people who buy stuff. اللي هو العملاء. Profit, what does profit mean? Profit, money you earn in business. Okay? هو المال أو الأرباح. Okay? معنى profit معناها الأرباح. So money you earn in business. Number 4, purchase. To purchase means to buy. Purchase هو فعل معناته يشتري. Number 5, choose. To choose is to select. إنك تختار أو تختارين. Number 6, search. To search is to look for something. Is to look. معناها أنه يبحث. Gourmet. Gourmet is a specialist in food. Is a specialist in food. أخصائي غذائي. Alone, separated from others. Nobody with you. Okay, so now for example, I am alone in this room. معناها أن لوحده أو لوحدها. Categories. Categories means classifications. Okay? Means classifications. أو بمعنى تقسيمات. Easy is the opposite of difficult. Easy معناها بسيط، والتي معناها أنه معاكس لمعنى difficult الذي هو صعب. So, now let's try to apply what we have learned about the meaning of these words to this exercise. Number 1, where is the car? It is in the, what should we say? Well, it is in the garage. Because the garage is the place where you put your car. Number 2, if you didn't find the book, you can look for it in the other room. So the underlined look for here means, what does it mean? Look for means to search. To search. Number 3, English language is blank. It is not difficult. So what is the opposite of difficult? The opposite of difficult is easy. Number 4, the word classification means, what does it mean? Well, it means categories. Okay? The word gourmet means, does it mean a policeman, mechanic, who works in hospital, or food specialist? Well, the word gourmet means food specialist. Separated from others. The underlined phrase means sick, busy, happy, or alone? Well, it means alone. يعني منعزل عن الآخرين. Okay? So, this is the end of the fourth lecture. Thank you for listening. And as usual, if you have any question or any query, you could send me an email, or you could contact me through the mobile number of the course, which is available on the Blackboard, and I will do my best to answer your questions as quickly as possible. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.